Hello everyone, and welcome to Space Trench, a game where you are on a derelict ship, trying to fight against endless hordes, or I suppose 25 minutes worth of hordes of aliens. I suppose you could say this is kind of roguelike slash vampire survival-esque. I mean, it's endless. It's a mostly endless survival thing, so. And just try to survive. You have these scrap collectors, which I guess technically scrap generators. You wouldn't really generate scrap, would you? By the way, you got these machines that generate you scrap, and they pop out scrap every time that bar fills up. This way. But for the first little bit, it's pretty chill. Because because like all wave survival things, you gotta wait for the monsters to actually build up. To actually show up. Oh, here they come. Don't die to the first monster. Fuck, I think I'm gonna die to the first monster. Die. I am incredibly embarrassed. Yeah, so here's all the unlocks you can get for actually surviving the game. Jesus. So here is what you use the scrap on. You pick up the scrap and you can purchase these upgrades, area unlocks. The big thing is you have to remember to actually buy your weapon. And there's this other shop of all of these change when you refresh the shop. Ooh, nice. Oh yeah. This game, while it might not look the most impressive, does have great shadows and it is a really nice art style. However, most importantly to remember is that this game is actually made entirely by one person, and it's like $6 on Steam. So if you're interested, I'll have a link for it down in the description below, or probably the comments, because I don't know how many people actually read the description. Also in the description is a link to my Discord and my Twitter and other stuff, so go check those out. On one side, I would like it if the aliens made like little, like the aliens had like little stompy sounds when they were walking, or maybe a sound when they lunged. But like I'd also see like if enough of them build up, that would get annoying. I think their mouths are their weak points. Do I have to unlock being able to heal? Oh, that is so scary. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna die. I have to get back to that one room, so. And a new wave have started, and I don't have any bullets. Okay, so from here, go left. Oh, and left. And then this is gonna suck, but with no ammo, I don't have a choice. I guess shotgun. Aren't these gonna help me immediately? Extra capacity, no. Ooh, gradual damage increase from how much scrap that I've gotten. And I think this is just based on I would like if somewhere on here would have listed, it would say how much it would increase its effect by. Because I don't know if it will be it'll just increase, it increases like all, based on all the scrap, based on each time you pick up the scrap, or what. Fuck! I did manage to kill one of them, though. Ah, so here it actually has listed the unlock stuff. So to be able to, to unlock, being able to start with a better gun, I need 30,000 points, and I'm currently at 3,000. Plus 1% fire rate, reload, and damage by 1%, but doubles the refresh cost. That could be nice. Increase scrap generation to 200%, but decreases scrap output by 70%. That could actually be really good, because... Oh, decreases output by 70%. That means I'd only be getting 30% of the scrap, but twice as often. Oh my god, that's amazing. Oh, here we go. So we'll get to see it actually popping out stuff. Oh. How would a scrap generator work? Because presumably to make scrap, you'd have to have something to scrap. And we're presumably, I think that we're on, like, it's a derelict, so this might be a like on a planet, so it being ore instead of scrap would make sense, and that and have it be that these are miners. It's a nice detail that the that it makes it makes a different sound when you hit a creature versus when you hit just a wall. Ooh, okay, so that's nice. So it's okay, so it's a collective. So the score upgrade is a collective. It is not a It's not a I have to reach a high score of that much. Think about it, one thing that could be a really fun touch is ow. Is if when on the start of the first wave, if there was like a if they added in like a monster roll, that would need to be a 30% reduction to take it down to 70%, because if it's being reduced by 70, that's just not worth it on any scope. And again, I suppose it's always possible that is actually meant as a okay, that is an exceedingly fast damage. Just a constant contact damage. Ow. Why the fuck? Okay. Game. Where am I? Ooh. Okay, that's very nice. Game. Or developer, please make it so that I can change weapons while I'm reloading. Just being stuck in a reload animation like that, where I know that my other weapon is where the other weapon is reloaded, is annoying. Ooh. That could be a fun combination. Finding this with the socks that give me damage, based on speed bonus. So with those two, that would in theory give me a constant 20% damage boost, assuming that the scrap generation count. That's spicy. One upgrade that I think would be really cool to have would be would be. Let me think. Let me think what it would be. It would be lost package, or found package, I suppose. You get the found package upgrade, and it gives you a random upgrade. For like 250 to 500 credits is an upgrade loot box essentially it gives you a random of one of the other upgrades, excluding life insurance. Or I suppose probably life insurance and the overclocker. Because otherwise, while I have been complaining about the game, it is still fun enough that I have been playing it. Or that I have still been playing it despite my complaints. Hey, did a flip. An upgrade to be able to buy, fix the lights would be nice. They are fast. But hey, I think I'm doing a little bit better. I've managed to get to 7 minutes. Okay, so the weak point shots are absolutely the face. And shooting them with the shotgun just is. So shooting them in the weak point with the shotgun is a one tap. Shooting them not in the face with the shotgun is pretty much worthless. But if I'm right, this should give me, because if it's 3% per scrap, it's a stacking upgrade, or it's a compounding upgrade, so. So it's not a 3% based on the total value, but like an additional 3% per scrap. This is a potential. This upgrade might be stupidly powerful. If I'm right, I think 3%. 3% of 100 is 3, so. I think this gun is. I don't know if it's just the sheer amount of recoil that this has, but I feel like this gun might actually be. I feel like this does less damage than the pistol. But it could just be that it feels like it's less damage simply because of it has a much higher recoil, so it makes it much harder to try to hit the weak point. Bad doggos. Run away! Beep. Well, that was a fucking waste. So either it has a very delayed trigger, or just triggered off of the body. I suppose now's the perfect time to get that upgrade, huh? I am completely basing the survival of this run off of this upgrade. This run will live and die by if my assumption is right about what this upgrade does. So either this will give me like 5 bullets, or it'll give me a ton of bullets. Fuck. Well. Well, this one's fucked. God, that is such... Since that is one bullet, and it's not even... And it doesn't even count, the upgrades being stacked, that is... worthless. That is just flatly a worthless upgrade unless you are actively running from point to point. Oh, bullshit! This, while not being a very high upgrade, is definitely it's still a useful upgrade. Because if you can get this early enough, this can boost your health by... This can give you 30 extra health. Run away. God, if the really is a thing of you hit the weak point, so you might as well not hit. Run away. Bro, I don't want to die. This is my best run yet. Yeah, the fact that it doesn't, that it only counts the scrap collections and not how many times scrap has been deposited. I will say I would definitely like that to be changed. And actually have the stations have a counter of how, because it tracks how much money is actually there. So it would only be one extra line of code to track. Only be one extra thing of code to actually track how many times it's been dropped off. Just add a second variable to it to have it count how many. It would only be an extra. It'd be one extra variable. It would be just one extra variable to add on to it to tell it to keep track of how many times the scrap has been deposited into it, because you already have a variable to track how much money is on it. So just have a second one to count how many times it's been since the player has picked it up. Yeah, so with all of that, I've gotten. I might be wrong, but I don't think I got any any money for grabbing the I don't think I got paid for killing the small one. Because I get paid 20 for those guys. I guess technically even still, like, even with it being just one per, while definitely annoying, is still not bad, because it's still... It just encourages you to not camp. I would like if it had a little bit of synergy, though. I mean, even if it's not synergy for the regenerating scrap, because I can definitely see that being exceedingly broken. It would be really nice if instead if killing the creatures counted towards it. I would like it if on the player stat screen, if there was one more bar for that for across the board damage bonus or something, because these have their own damage bonus, but there are various upgrades that just flatly give you like there are several upgrades that give you a damage bonus across the board, and I'd like it if there was an extra bar so I could see to show that off. I guess the small ones do. I guess they do get paid for the small ones. I just get paid less for the small ones. I think I got 4 for that one. Oh shit, I'm so close. I just have to survive 30 seconds and then I get to see the boss. The probably one last wave. The real question is if this, is if the scrap keeps going, when the boss is around. I suppose the real question is if the refineries kept track. Oh, scrap gain is disabled. Damn it. Oh, hi. I feel like I needed to have gotten some speed upgrades, because he is fast. Run, you! The fact that he's ass.
Mission failed. We'll get him next time.
Okay. So you have to have speed upgrades by the time you get to the boss, because otherwise the boss is as fast or faster than your default sprint speed. But that was space trenches, and we unlocked a new level. I don't think lights up mode really helps, seeing as there aren't really any lights to begin anyways, other than one room. But that was Space Trenches. If you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like, check out the game, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.